Hi, so welcome back. Like today we are going to discuss regarding MongoDB, like a database, which I explained the last time, right? Like we have MongoDB in between, Mongoose in between the database and the server, right? So same way now, today we are going to discuss detail regarding the database, like how to create database and how to query to the database directly. Okay, so all those things we are going to check with. Okay, so how to talk to database. So what we'll do, like first we will go for direct talking to database from the cell prompt. Okay, terminal, like without coding and all, and then we'll convert that into our code in Express. Okay, in the further classes. So let's directly start with database, MongoDB database. Okay, so in my system already I have installed MongoDB database. Okay, the software I have installed, and after installing we can go for that. So before that, see, generally what you will see here, you can see here there is a table, right? So table, so this table has some name, right? You can see the table has list of products, right? The name of the products are there, the price, description, category, and created, right? So this is one table we can tell. Okay, it's a general form I'm just telling. So table name is product, right? So table name, each name is having each element, right? Name, t-shirt is one name, sweatshirt is a name. So these all belongs to name. So columns are there, right? Means columns is nothing but it's a field, each field for the table, right? So see, each record, like one row are there, like first row, second row, third row, fourth row, fifth row, 5 row are there total, right? So all row is having name, price, description, category, and created at. So if I try to convert this table into JSON, then it will be like this. Like see, this row, last row I'm trying to convert. So it will be name as jeans. So I've written name as jeans, price as 6,000. I've written description as jeans description, category as rough, and created as this one. So each row is nothing but it's a JSON format I have converted. Okay, and now this is only the product table, right? So there will be user table where user detail will be there, like name of the user, age, their qualification. So there will be multiple table. Okay, so all those table combinedly they will store in the database. So see, there are, I can see here there are lots of table I have created icon, right? So thousands of table will be there in one database. Okay, and this database will be installed in our system. So there will be the name for the database, there will be table for the there will be name for the table, like see, there is product table, so there will be one user table, there will be order table, there will be cart table if you are going for the e-commerce, right? So there will be multiple table, and each table is having rows, and each row will be defined with some of the value, right? And each row will have some of the fields like name, price, description, category, created. So this can be converted like this way. Okay, so normally, like there will be database with having name, there will be collection of table, multiple group of table, and all table will have group of records. All records is nothing but it's a row of data. Okay, and row of multiple row will be there for the table, that is one record at a time. Understood, Amar? What is table? I'm defining the table normal list. Have you got it? Okay, now see, now what happens? So as I told you, database will have lots of table. Table will have lots of record, right? So that's what I'm telling. Database is first one, parent one. The database will have some name. So let's suppose database name is our project name we can give. Like let's suppose our project is what I can tell, like Flipkart. So we can write Flipkart hyphen DB or Facebook hyphen DB. So that is database. So we have to create database in our system. Okay, now next is we have to create a multiple table in one database. So one, creating database is required. After creating database you can use that database, because see, you will have 10 database but you have to use only Flipkart database. So you have to switch to the database. So switching we have to do. Then after switching to the database, we have to create a multiple table, right? So you have to create a product table, user table, cart table, order table, payment table. So many tables will be there, right? So all those table you will create. In all the tables, in single table, you will create group of record or row. Like each table will have multiple row, right? And each row will be bind with the fields like name, price, description. So user will have name, age, order will have order ID, and product ID, all those things will be there, right? So these are like hierarchy. First database, inside database, group of table, inside table, group of record. Okay, so these are called in the general database name, right? But in MongoDB, these all will be presented in different manner. Okay, so in MongoDB, database is called as database only in MongoDB, but tables is called as collections. Okay, so when I'm talking about collection, you should understand collection is nothing but it's a table. Got it? So in MongoDB, table is named as collection. Okay, and each row and record we are telling, no, each row there is a different list of rows are there, right? So each row is called as document because it's in a JSON format, like this it will be. So this inside table there will be multiple JSON data. Okay, so in MongoDB what will tell, table database name as the database only, table will tell to collection, and record, each record or each row will call as document. Understood? So if I'll tell you, okay, create one document, that means you are going to create one new row, or we are going to create one new entry to the table. Got it, Amar? Any doubt here in this page? Okay, see, so this is one table, right? Table is has one name, so that is product table. So like this only multiple table will be there. One user table will be there, one order table will be there. So each table will have multiple column, right? So column is there, you can see name, price, description, category, created. So these are the column, and each row will have based on the column value, right? Like if name means t-shirt, price means 2000, so like this record will be there. So each record will be there. So this record can be presented as this way only. Like see, it is in table, so it's written as name as jeans, price as 6000, description as jeans. So it can be written like this, converted like this, each row. So name is jeans, price is this, and this one record will be there in one table. Like one record, two record, three record, four record, five record, like that record will be there, right? So there is database, inside database there is multiple table. Okay, there is multiple table. In multiple table, there is multiple record in each table, right? So these are hierarchy, like this, database, table, group of records or row. Okay, now in MongoDB, we call database as a database only. Okay, but table will be in MongoDB, we will call table as not table, we will call table as collections. Okay, we name it as table as collection. Like see, here I have written product table, so basically it's a product collections in MongoDB. In normal database you can tell table, but in MongoDB we have to tell table as collections. Okay, and in normal database table we can tell like each record or each row, right? But in MongoDB we have to call as document. So whenever I'll talk about document, you have to understand, okay, I'm going to create one new entry to the table. It's like a new row to the table. Understood this much? Okay, so these things keep in mind, Amar. Database name is database name, table is nothing but collection. So when I'll tell you, okay, Amar, create a collection, then you should know, okay, I'm going to create a table. I'll tell you, Amar, create one document inside this product collection, then you have to create a document there. Okay, you have to make a new entry to that. Okay, got it? So always understand, document is the each row, collection is the table name, nothing but, and database name is always database name. Okay, so in MongoDB we have to create everything here. In MongoDB, first of all you have to create database, then you have to create collections, then you have to create document. So all the creation, there are lots of commands are there. Okay, it is a command based, so you have to type a command, it will automatically create in the database. So we are going to perform that operation now. Okay, so these things you have to keep in mind as of now. Okay, now next we'll move on. So next, as I told you, MongoDB, we are going to use MongoDB. Okay, it's a flexible and it's a document based. As I told you, in normal table, what will happen? There will be column with record, but in MongoDB, each row will having one, this one, JSON. See, name as a jeans. So this is one record. I'm talking about this last record, right? Jeans. So same way, one more object will be there for this record. One more object will be there for this record. So like this object wise, it will go and store in the database. Okay, in MongoDB. Okay. So as I told you, we have to create a database, we have to create a collection, we have to create a document. Okay, so document is nothing but it's a JSON like format. It's a JSON data. Like as you see, document is nothing but it's a JSON data. Okay, so JSON data, and it's denoted by one row at a time for a table. Okay, so that is one thing. It's a JSON like document. Okay, now how to run? Now how to create a database? So when you to create a database, first you have to see how many databases are there in my system. Okay, so to see the database, we have to write so dbs. If you will write so space dbs, that means show all the list of database in your system. So once you install MongoDB, you have to go and check. So let's jump to MongoDB. Okay, so just go to terminal. In your this one computer, it will be command prompt. You have to open cmd and then you have to run that. Okay, terminal. And for your computer, after installing MongoDB, you have to write mongo mongo. Okay, command will be for you mongo. Okay, but for mine it is mongo sh. Okay, so once I write mongo sh, it will connect to my MongoDB. Okay, it connected to my MongoDB. Now I can run. So first command what I told? First command I told show dbs. So I'll just write show space dbs. So once I write show space dbs and once I enter, you can see these are the database. This is not a table. There are multiple database, there are multiple tables. So admin is one database, attendance system is one database. This is a project for attendance. AVTSL, this is project for AVTSL project. So all are different database. See, this is one database, this is one database, this is for another project, that database, this is another project, one database. But when you install, you will see local, config and admin. Three you will see when you install for the first time in the MongoDB. Okay, so this is the thing you will see. Okay, so like this we have to first go to mongo sh by typing in your system in Windows. You have to type mongo, so it will come like this test and then it will come like this. Okay, arrow symbol. Then you have to write show space dbs. So show space dbs is nothing but it will list down all the database existing in your system. Okay, all the database existing in your system. So this is showing database. Now understood this much? Showing how to see how many database are there in my system. Understood? Got it, Amar? Hello? Are you there? Hello? Amar? Have you left the call? Hello? Hello? Can you able to hear me? Yeah. Be in the call. Don't go here there. Okay. So as I told, right? So you can write, so let's create a new database. So to create, first you have to create our database. Like see, these are the database which was existing. Now we have to create one more database, right? For us. So to create a database, what you have to do, you have to open a terminal and type mongo sh as I told you. And then you have to do show database so that you can see how many database are there. Then you can create a database using command use space the database name. Okay, use space the database name. So let's go and create a database. Okay, so I'll just go and I'll just type. Okay, so here I'll just type use space. Let's suppose I'm just typing Amar database, Amar hyphen class hyphen db. Okay, Amar class db. So I'm just telling Amar class. So what will happen? It will create a Amar class db and it went to Amar class db. See, previously it was test. Now it went to Amar class db. So we have created database plus we have moved to that database. Means I am inside Amar class db database. If you want to go to attendance system, then again you have to do exit and you have to go for again use space attendance hyphen system. So you will go to attendance database. Okay, so to jump between one database you have to write use space. Okay, this is the command you have to use. So I have created Amar class database. Now after database, what you have to do, there is one global variable that is called db. So db will give you the global variable where you can create a collection. Okay, so now as I told, in database there will be multiple collection is a multiple table like product table, user table, all those things will be there, right? So db will be pointing to that. Okay, so now let's create. Okay, let's create the collection. So creating the collection, what will happen? You have to write, okay, db dot something. Okay, after that what you have to do, let's suppose I'm going to insert one data, one record to the collection. Okay, so what we'll do, we'll just write db.create collection. Basically we have to do. Okay, so what we'll do here, uh, db.create collection. Okay, and I'll just create collection as, let's suppose I'm just creating as user collection, or a small letter, users collection. Okay, now I have created one collection, right? It's like a user table. So to see user table, we have to write so collections. So once I write so collections, so I am inside Amar class DB and I'm telling so collection. So how many collections are there? So just now we created collection, right? So after creating collection, we can see there is only one collection. Okay, there is only one collection. So that is user collection, which just now we created. So if you want to create a collection, you have to write db.create collection. Okay, db.create collection. As I told you, db is nothing but it's a global variable we can access for database. Okay, switch to db, it's telling. So that's why I'm telling db.create collection. Now let's suppose in user table I wanted to add one record. Okay, I wanted to add one record. So that record will be, let's suppose that record will be, I'm creating a record as okay, I'll just do. So let me go here and I wanted to create a record as, let's suppose I'm creating a user collection, right? So I'm creating name, double quotes you have to write. Okay, name, I'm just writing name as Sandeep. Okay, this is one record I'm creating, means one record is not one document, as I told you, right? So name, age, 30 years. Okay, qualification, so I can just go for BE, computer science engineering. Okay, fine. And address, so small we can write, no need to write capital. So address, I'll just write address as Nepal. Okay, so this is the record which I want to store in user collection. So what you have to do, you have to copy like this. Okay, copy this, and then you have to go for creating the record. Okay, so to creating the record, what you will do, you will just write db.collection name. So we have collection name as users, right? So db.users.insert1. So insert one is nothing but in table insert one record or one document or one row, okay, in user table. So we can write db.collection name, that is users dot insert one, because you have to insert only one document, right? Insert one, and that object, if I'll paste, no, that object will go and insert inside user collections. Okay, so let's see. So I'll just write db dot, okay, collection name. So users is the collection. See here, seeing. So users dot insert one, and then I'll just paste that. Okay, pasted, and then closed it. And once I enter, now you can see. Once I click enter, you can see it db, the collection, the user collection means that user table has got one row, that is one record. Okay, this record, and this record has inserted to user collection, correct? Now, and as a response I got acknowledged as true. So we got response from the database like, okay, it has got created. And for every record there will be one object created. Okay, one unique ID will be created. So that ID is attached to this record. Okay, that ID is attached to this record. It's a unique record attached to it. So see, now user will have one record. Okay, so now let's see. So if I wanted to check how the records are, like how many user has how many records, so for that what we have to do, db dot users dot find, and just without anything, just empty bracket, if you enter, you can see user table has one record, that is name Sandeep, age and all, qualification, with underscore ID created by MongoDB. See, this MongoDB created underscore ID, Same object ID you can see here inserted. So with this all record, one ID also got attached to that record. Okay, ID also attached to that record. Now if you want to see this in proper format, then you have to install one more software called Studio 3T. Okay, I don't think so that also I have. Okay, but anyway, fine. Yeah, if I could have that Studio 3T, I could show you in the table format. Okay, so that you can see. So this is only, so you have inserted one record. Let's suppose if you want to insert new record, means what you will do, you will just come here, or there also you can do, but here it will be easy for us to change. So I'll just write Amar, let's suppose 20 years, and let's suppose you have also done B engineering, but you are from India. Okay, so I'll just copy this, one more record I'm trying to insert. Okay, so I'll just copy this, and again I'll go db dot user. Users means in user collection, means user table, just insert this data as well. So insert one bracket, paste it, this one, and then close bracket and enter. Oh, okay, insert one is a mistake there. Okay, insert one, I have written INSSERT. Yeah, that is a mistake. I'll just go and correct it. That's why it didn't get insert. Okay, now I'll just insert. So see, you have your record also got inserted. So again, if I want to see how many records are there in the DB, then we can do like this: db dot users dot find, means find means get all the data in that table. Okay, in open bracket, close bracket. So it will see. So two records now. See, in the array format, you can see first record is mine, second record is yours, because just now I've inserted one record. Right? So like this all record is nothing but it's a table. It's a one row. Got it? It's a one row, like this it is. It's a one row. So basically you have created one user table. There you have named as name, age, qualification and address. Four columns it created. And then each row there is first record. First record is nothing but name as Sandeep, 30 years, and then some other things. Now next record, your record I have created. So that it is created as a record type. Okay, created as a record type. So these all collections are there in the Amar class DB. Let's suppose one more record, one more collection I want to create. Okay, one more collection or one more table. So let's suppose I wanted to create a class table. Okay, class table. So I can create like this: db dot create collection. Okay, and then I wanted to create class table. So I'll just create class. Okay, classes. You have to create collection name as plural format. Okay, not singular format. So we can create class table. So you can see OK1. So means class table. Now if you will see, so collections. Now if you'll see, there is two collections. Previously only one collection was there, right? Only means only one table was there, user table. But now you can see class table is also there, user table is also there. So in user table, if I'll do db dot users dot find, okay, and open bracket close bracket, you can see two records are there. But same thing if I'll do db dot classes dot find, open bracket, you cannot see anything. See, nothing is there because class just now we created. We didn't insert any row in that. The table is empty table. Okay. So now to insert the record data, you have to write db dot classes dot insert one, open bracket, then I'll curly bracket, and then just I'll write as name std1, means a standard one. Okay, and just I'll write double quotes subject as, I'll just write subject as math. Okay, something like that I'll write. Okay, and I'll do curly bracket close and close bracket. Now once I enter, you can see one record has inserted in the class. So to see now, again what we'll do, we can do top also, like arrow key we can keep so that we can see the previous commands. So I can just go for class dot find and then enter. Now see, in class we are able to see one record, and every time whenever any record is inserted in MongoDB, this underscore ID will be attached to it, so that later it is easy for us to get that specific record. Understood, Amar? Any doubt here? I know it's a new for you, but you have to follow the steps. That is only. But it is very interesting. After MongoDB install, yeah. This is inside MongoDB we are doing. Okay. So all those things, steps you have to follow, and you have to keep on creating the things. You have to enjoy this. These are very enjoyable things. Okay. Just you have to follow. Like see, now I'm telling you one more thing I'm telling. See, normally db.class.find I'll use, then I can just get the records, right? All the records. But let's suppose now this class user has two record, right? Sandeep record, Amar record. But if I'm writing db.users.find, that is giving both record. But let's suppose I want only Amar record. I don't want Sandeep record. Now if I'm writing, see, db.user.find, I'm getting both the record, right? Sandeep record also, Amar record. But let's suppose I want only Amar record. I don't want Sandeep record. So for that, what we can do, we can write db.users.find, open bracket, close bracket. But this time I won't place the empty. That this time I'll write curly bracket, close curly bracket. I'll just write name colon Amar, a capital AMAR. So if I place this object, no, this is called as query. So it's like a filter. Filter from this array, filter only Amar records, which name has Amar. So now if I enter, you can see only Amar record has got written. See, there is no Sandeep record. But if I'll do previous type, no, if I'll do like previous type, then both record will come. Without passing any data in this, then it will come both the record. But if I'll pass name as Amar, then it will go and check, okay, in this both record, which is the name having Amar as a value. So this is the name which is having Amar as this record only will get written. So you can see here only this record is getting written. Got it, Amar? Any doubt here? Okay, so like this, we have to create collection and we have to create a DB. Okay, and to exit, just you have to write exit. So we have exited. Now again, if you want to go to MongoDB, then just write Mongo sh. In my MacBook, you have to write a Mongo, but in your system, you have to just write Mongo. Okay, so Mongo sh I'll go. Then again I went. Now see, now I'll do so dbs. You have to learn this. You have to memorize this. Okay, so dbs for accessing all the list of database. So previous what database I created, Amar class dbs. So previous, if you see, before creating Amar class dbs, we are having all these but no Amar class dbs previously, right? So later we created Amar class dbs. So here see, admin is there, attendance is there, avtsl is there, but no Amar class. But now if I'll do so dbs, you will see there is Amar class dbs also will be there. See here, Amar class dbs having this many KBs. KBs means 1 to L KBs, means there is a collection, there is a record in that, right? So if you want to go to Amar class dbs, what you have to do? We have to write use space Amar hyphen class hyphen db. If you'll do any mistake, let's suppose if I write only D, then instead of going to Amar class db, it will create a new database. It will create a new database name as Amar class D. Okay, so be careful while going for database. Okay, so you have to check properly. That's why we have to do first so dbs, and then we can use dbs so that you can map it properly. Okay, so now once I'll go to so dbs, now what will happen? If the database is already there, it will go to the database. If the database is not there, it will create the database. Okay, this command will do the same. Okay, now I went to Amar class db. Now in Amar class db, what I can do? So collection. So collection. So I can get all the table name. So two tables are there. One is class and one is users. Okay, one is class and one is user. So after this, what we can do? We can check in class table how many records are there, and user table how many records are there. So what we have to do? We have to do db dot users dot find. So you can see there is 2 records. So 2 records are coming. If you want to see this one, then db dot classes dot find. So you can get another record. See, classes record. If you want to add one more classes, so let's suppose I'm adding the classes as address. Okay, so you can create like db dot create collection, open bracket, close bracket, and inside you can write collection name as what is that? Addresses. Okay, plural format you have to create always. Okay, now created. Now if you will so collections You can see three tables are there. Address table is there, class table is there, user table is there. It's not like that. Address collection is there, class collection is there, and user collection is there. Okay. Now, if you want to do db dot addresses dot find, if you'll do find, you can see nothing is there because just now we created collection, right? We have not inserted any record. Okay. Understood? Why I'm doing multiple times means so that you will understand. Okay, one time you didn't understand, second time you'll understand, second time you'll observe something, third time you'll observe something. Got it? So to create collection, you have to write create collection. Got it, Amar? Any doubt here? So now these all only we are going to do through code. This thing so we did through manual, right? We are typing in the command, but later this command will turn to code. So from code you have to do some operation, and here in MongoDB it will operate. Okay, got it, Amar? Now created, just now created. See here. After some time not, we have to insert data. Like see how we are inserting data here. We have to write insert db. See, insert. We have to insert. If you want to insert, it won't come. See. In class, I have inserted one record. So like that only in address, we have to insert. Like see, to insert address, what I will do, db dot address. Till you want to insert, it won't come. Dot insert one means I'm inserting one record. So I can write anything in that record. Address means let's suppose it will be there street street. So street as let's suppose I'm writing MG road, something like that I'm writing. And then let's suppose I'm writing pin code. Pin code I'm writing as 560035, something like that. Okay. So once I close this, then once I enter, then it will go for address. Inside address, there will be some record. So this is the first record with underscore ID. It will be created. See, so now it got inserted. Not like automatically it will get. We have to insert it. Okay. So now if I do db.address.find, now you can see one record has inserted because I have inserted just now one record. Okay. Previously it was empty. Previously it was empty when I did, but now after inserting data, inserting record, now I can see address has one record, that is this. Got it? Huh. Didn't understand. Both at a time you want to do? Both at a time also you can do. See, let's suppose you want to create a collection plus you want to insert a data. Okay, so you can just write db dot, let's suppose I'm creating one more collection. So I'm creating one more collection name as order, let's suppose. Okay, so orders I'm creating dot insert one directly I'm doing. Okay, so I'm just writing order insert. So I'll just write order name, something like that I'm writing. Just order name as ABC123, something like that I'm writing. Okay, now if I enter, you can see at the same time order also got created and one record also got inserted. So if you see, so collections, now you can see order. I didn't created order, right? I didn't write create order, something like create collection. See, I didn't create it first and then inserted. I created with db.order, it got created also, plus it got inserted also. So see, you can see the so collection order got created. Now if you will do so order, okay, orders, orders, you can see one record is inserted. See? Got it? So using this command directly you can create also collection and you can insert also, or else you create separately and insert separately. Got it, Amar? Okay, so either you can insert first, you can create a table first, then insert, or else create table and insert directly. Okay, so db.orders.insert one what 11. First it created orders and then it inserted one record. So this is a record. Got it? So this type of format our data will be there. Okay, later. Got it? What I'm telling? So your work is that only. You have to create a collections. You have to create a. You have to insert a data to the collections, and then anyone asks, okay, give me the Sandeep data. So you have to send the Sandeep data by querying to user table, like how I did here. Name as what is that? Where is that? somewhere I tried, right? Name as Amar, something like that I written, right? Here I guess. See here somewhere. Name as Amar somewhere. See here. If I want only Amar data, someone will ask you, okay, give me only Amar data. So you can just write find name as Amar data. So this you will get it from front end. They will only pass. Okay, give me name as Amar. So they will pass. You will take this data and you will call this command. Then you will send this record to back to the client. Okay, so this is the only thing you have to send to the client. So that is your work. They will just give, okay, give me the Amar record. So they will give you this record from the response body later. So you will take this, you will write this command and you will insert this. Now with this command what will happen? You will get this record based on this matching. And once the matching will happen, then you have to return this back to the client. So client will get this array with this object with having Amar details all. Okay, so once I'll create project and all, now you'll understand more better. But as of now, you have to just understand, you can create a collection, you can create a database, you can insert a record like this. Okay, and data will be there inside database like this format. Got it, Amar, this much? So try after MongoDB install in your system. Okay, tomorrow we have to try. Okay, we have to try creating all these things, and you have to now same thing whatever we are doing here, no, same thing we have to do using code. Okay, this is direct command basis we did directly MongoDB, but now you have to do this express code. From express code, whenever you will send, no, that time only this command will execute. Got it? Okay, so I think this much is okay for today. So I think I have taught you. Okay, so one I taught you insert one, right? Insert one we saw and find we saw. Two we saw, right? Find we saw. But insert one is nothing but inserting one record at a time. Let's suppose if you want to insert multiple record at a time. Multiple record in the sense like in order there is only one record, right? But if I want to insert multiple record, so what I'll do first, I'll do mongo sh. Okay, now I'll do use Amar class db. Okay, I went to Amar class db. Now I'll just do so collections. Okay, now I saw collections. Now let's suppose in order I want to insert two more record, but I don't want to use insert one. So multiple record if you want to insert, then you can just do db dot orders dot insert many, because you have to insert multiple records. Now whenever you are going to insert many means you have to pass a array, right? So you have to pass a array. So what you can do, previously what we did in our order name, right? So you can write order name as ABC345, something like that. Okay, and one more record you want to insert, then you can just write like this, and one more order you can do. Order name as, let's suppose ABC789, something like that. So now you are inserting two record. Okay, two record at a time. Now see, once I'll do insert, close, and then enter. You can see, oh, insert it became. Okay, there is a mistake. Okay, we'll just try to correct that mistake. Okay, so just insert. Now see, now you can see acknowledge true. One record is this ID and another record has this ID. So now if you go and do db dot order dot find, you can see three records are there. One record, first time we did, but with insert many we can insert multiple record. Like see, second record and third record has inserted, right? So if you want to insert bulk like multiple, then you have to use array and then object. If you want to use one, then use insert one and just pass one object. Okay, just pass one object. Understood? So we can do insert many. Fine. So this insert many is for inserting multiple, and insert one is for inserting one. Okay, see, insert many we can insert multiple using array. Got it? So it will give you this ID. Okay, two got inserted and both have different ID. Any question you have, Amar? Okay, now same way we have find. So find will give you either one or more. Like see, just now we did find. When I'm doing find, it will giving multiple, right? It is giving multiple. But if you want only one, If you want only one, then you can just write find one. So instead of find, I can just write, okay, I can just write, no, here I have to do one. Okay, so see, only first record you will get. If you write find one, you will get only first record. But if you write find, you will get all the records. Okay, find many is not there. It's a find one or find. Okay, find one or find. So if you will go for find, it will return all the records. Okay, now next is first you are writing as query. So first you will write as query. Let's suppose that time we know, like if let's suppose I want order name only with ABC 345. So I can do like this. See, find one, okay, order name, then you have to pass query. So this is query. Order name to be passed as ABC 345. So only order name 345 it will come. See, order name 345. Got it? Like let's suppose if I want to get user Sandeep. So I'll write db dot users dot find one open bracket, then curly bracket. I'll just write name colon Sandeep. Sandeep. Okay. Now only I'll get Sandeep record. Now see, only Sandeep record. But see here, what is the problem? If I'm typing name Sandeep, no, it's giving all the things. Like it's giving ID of the Sandeep, name of the Sandeep, name also, age as well, qualification as well, address as well. But let's suppose I don't want this qualification. I don't want this address. I want, based on name, I want age of the Sandeep. So your requirement is only age and you are giving qualification, address, all the things, right? That is wrong. That is not good. So if you want to skip, let's suppose you got with name of Sandeep, you got full record. But in this full record, if you want to skip some of the properties, okay, let's suppose you want to skip qualification and address. So to skip some of the properties, what you have to do, find one, you have to write like this. Be very careful while studying this, okay? Users dot find one, okay? Curly bracket, first parameter will write as query. Okay, Sandeep. Now next is next parameter. See, just now previously used to pass only one parameter, right? Previously used to pass only one parameter. Properly we have to write, okay, otherwise it won't match. Okay, so previously we have to pass only one, like one parameter in this function, find one function. So only one parameter, one object. Next is second parameter you have to pass. So after comma, you have to pass. So if you don't want address, qualification or address, then you have to just do address as 0. So if you'll make as 0, no, and close curly bracket and then close bracket, then what will happen? You will find the collection, you will find the row that name with Sandeep. So this will come. But you are telling no, ignore the address. So what will happen? Whenever you get the record, you will get ID, name, age, qualification, but you won't get the address. Now see, if I'll execute this, see, you got ID, name, age, but you got qualification, but you didn't get address. Means I'm telling, give the record of Sandeep, but skip the address. Okay, I don't want address. So if you want to skip some other, then you just write comma qualification. So let's suppose I wanted to skip qualification. So I'll write qualification 0. So if I'll write this, see, but ID will come by default. Okay, so I'll just write address and qualification. So once I skip these two, then what will came? Only ID, name and age came. Okay, let's suppose you want to skip underscore ID. So you have to just write comma underscore ID 0. Okay, sorry, 0 now. Now let's suppose you want only the age. Based on this name, you want only age. So if you want only age, then you have to do ID 0, name 0, qualification 0, address 0. So instead of doing all the 0 and only age you will get, better you just do age as 1. So you want only age, then instead of that, instead of writing all other 0, just make age as 1. Age as 1. So if you'll do this, only you will get the age. Now see, only you will get the age. You didn't get any name, nothing you got. And you don't need to write like name as 0, qualification as 0, address as 0. No need to write. But ID will always come. ID is by default it will come. But in this only age you will get. It find the record for name Sandeep, but it is giving only age as 1. So only one field it's giving. Other, it by default it make every other 0. Got it? This understood this projection. This is called as projection. Project means you are doing something, but you want to view only some of the data. You are not ready to view all the data. So if you want to view all the data, just pass name as Sandeep. You will get all the data of Sandeep, every fields of the Sandeep. But if you want, no, I don't want address, then you can just skip. So why these things are brought means, let's suppose in Sandeep record, there will be password of Sandeep, right? There will be email password. And if you send password to the client, it will be very bad, right? You should not send any password. So that time what you can do, you can write name as Sandeep and you can just do password as 0. So once you do password as 0, only all these things will go to client, but password will be in database only. It will not go to client. Understood? So that feature is there. Next parameter. If you don't want second parameter, if you want all record, you can just write only name as Sandeep. Understood the difference? Passing one parameter and passing two parameter. First parameter is the query. Second parameter, what you want from that query. Okay. So once the result will come, what you want, what you don't want. So that is one thing. Got it? Second parameter. Properly understood this? It's very, very easy, Amar. It's just you have to learn this, how to do, and just you have to execute the command. It's just a command based. Okay, got it? So see, here I've written underscore ID as 0. That means here above underscore ID is ignored in the response. Got it? So if I write underscore ID as 0, means underscore ID will not come. Other than underscore ID, everything will come. Got it? So it's a second parameter. Understood? Okay. Thanks, Amar. Then tomorrow again we'll proceed further. Okay. Okay. Thank you.